Brickmaniacs, hey, welcome back. It's Lando here at the designer's desk of Cody Ocel. That's you, right, Cody?
Sometimes.
Ocel? Shapeshifter, that's cool. Tell us about this all-new kit that you've designed. What do we got here?
Why don't you introduce the kit?
Because you should introduce the kit. Because I don't remember the exact numbers. 21?
This is the MiG-21 PF, or as NATO would call it, the Fishbed D.
Fishbed. Cool. Why do they call it the Fishbed?
Because it kind of looks like a fish.
We have the all-new MiG-21
PF, or Fishbed D.
Fishbed D. There we go.
There's also a Fishbed C.
Oh. Which this is not.
Predecessor.
Predecessor.
To the
cool.
D.
Very nice. A little bit of history. How about that?
A little bit of history, yes. So, this is a Russian jet developed in the Soviet Union. It was introduced in 1959, and it appeared on the scene in Vietnam in 1966, used by the People's Air Force.
Yes.
So we have the markings for the People's Air Force.
Yes.
North Vietnamese. Yeah, I think it has like 14 different variants. Over 10,000 were built. It's one of the most mass-produced, if not the most mass-produced, jet fighter of all time.
Someone's going to chime in and say whether or not it is or not.
I said maybe. I said maybe not.
Question mark? It's up there for sure.
The internet tells me it is.
Very cool. Cool.
So if you look up what I looked up, then you'll say the same thing I said. If you look up something different, then it's different.
I don't know where you're going with this. So just to reiterate, this is featuring the North Vietnamese markings. This would also work as a Russian jet as well.
We have optional Russian stickers.
So yeah, in this kit, you can make it either the Russian version or the Vietnamese version.
So yeah, it's a very popular jet, used up until 2015. Maybe it's still used in some other countries today. Not positive. A lot of different variants. Like I said, there's over 14 different variants. This is the PF variant, and it looks like a lawn dart.
It looks exactly the lawn dart. When you show it off, man.
Yeah. So it's very pointy, very small, very stubby wings. Some wingspans are larger on different variants.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot to it. It's basically just a rocket.
And it's not very big compared to a lot of other fighter jets.
No, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. And its main competitor was the F-4 Phantom, which is much larger.
Yeah.
But like the F-4 Phantom, it didn't have an internal gun, at least at this point in time. It just had two missiles, typically K-13 ATOL missiles.
Okay.
Radar-guided missiles. Very reliable missile, very reliable jet overall. Eventually, I think they did put a 20-millimeter gun inside of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, great jet, very iconic.
Yeah. And from what I was reading, the North Vietnamese, the pilots there actually racked up some of the higher kill counts.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Quite a few aces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so with that, we actually included a North Vietnamese pilot, very simple uniform, just those compression, the G-suit pants. So just when they're performing really intense maneuvering, they don't pass out. And then just a simple jacket. It was a really simple loadout that they had.
Yep.
And then that new Lego helmet and oxygen mask. I think you really like that. We all really like that.
That's the first time we're using it, and so, I think it's cool. Lego did a really good job.
Yeah. Again, like they had a very simple helmet and simple oxygen mask. So.
Except for its predecessor's helmet, it looks like a cosmonaut.
Right. Yeah.
They're wearing basically a spacesuit.
Yes.
So this is more of a, at the time, modernized helmet.
You want to do some show off some features of the model, some landing gears.
Features of the model. So it includes two of the missiles, like I mentioned. It basically looks like a Sidewinder. So I basically just copied my Sidewinder model. That
in real life, were they roughly the equivalent of the Sidewinder, or?
Yeah, except this is a radar-guided missile.
Okay.
Sidewinders, I believe, are heat-seeking.
Okay.
So yeah, we got some stickers. There are optional stickers for just the basic Russian star, the red star with the white around it. A little bit of a green stripe on the bottom, green nose, that's where the radar is housed. Not in the Lego model, of course, just in real life.
Just in real life.
Canopy opens forward, that's the PF version. Sometimes they would open to the side, so I got that. That's correct.
That's nice that this this Lego canopy worked out for you.
Yes, sometimes you get lucky with Lego canopies, and this ended up working out.
Looked decent.
It was a bit hard to transition into the model.
Sure.
But I think it worked out. It's really tiny in real life. It's a very small cockpit. Fuselage only 4 bricks wide.
So that's always a challenge to fit a minifigure, which is like 3 bricks wide. So.
Yeah. It's a little bit more forgiving when it is 4 bricks wide, but a lot of airplanes I find are 3.5 bricks wide, so a little more forgiving on this model.
Yeah.
There is a printed instrument panel. It's a very fun teal color,
Ooh.
which a lot of the cockpits were at that time. So Slime had some fun with that one.
Nice.
I think we all enjoyed the outcome of the color. So a little bit of a detailed cockpit. I got my favorite unicorn horn.
Oh man, I think
antenna on the back.
I'm pretty sure you've made a point to get a unicorn horn into every single one of your
I'm
kits.
starting to now. It's becoming my new staple. Landing gear retracts underneath.
Can you
Pretty
show that off to the
simple.
camera? Yeah, there we go.
I can. So, well, there is also a speed brake or air brake underneath.
That's the noise a speed brake makes in Cody in my head.
Cody in my head.
And we share a common brain. Together we have one brain.
Together we share a head. There are instructions this time on how to put landing gear away.
Landon gear.
Landing gear. Sometimes I remember to put them in, sometimes I don't. This time I did.
Oh hey.
And it closes up fairly well.
So there's one part has to come off, but then it.
Yeah, you just take the door off, and that's. You can probably finagle it in there, but it's just way easier just to pop it off. I made it so it's easy to just pop off one stud. You can put landing gear inside. Pretty clean underneath.
Yeah. So that makes for a nice in-flight if you want to have this thing. Does it work with a stand, or could you make your own pretty easily?
You could probably make your own.
Yeah.
It's not a very heavy kit.
Sure.
Again, it's a really small jet. So you wouldn't need such a robust stand like I've had in the past. So
Right.
you could make your own or modify the aircraft stand we've sold in the past. Moving elevators, moving flaps. So pretty standard stuff.
Yeah. And it's just, man, again, that's got that iconic MiG-21 shape. Like, it's a tube with wings, you know? This is a lawn
totally
dart.
is.
It's a really.
It looks fast.
It's cool.
Yeah,
like,
it is fast.
It's kind of like that iconic earlier generation, you know, jet fighters. So
Yeah.
nice.
And yeah, landing gear just pops right out.
Pops back out.
Sturdy enough. But we're going, we've gone with the Vietnam era
Right.
version of it because we have Fort Phantom in the past, and we have the Super Sabre, a lot of iconic Vietnam stuff
Right.
coming out, especially coming out soon. There's more Vietnam stuff coming out.
Absolutely. This is a really sweet, simple kit here. So this is the MiG-21. What is it?
PF.
PF. Almost had it. This is the MiG-21 PF, or the Fishbed D, as it was called.
Yep.
By NATO, correct? For more information on this kit and all other sorts of cool kits, check out brickmania.com. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, that's a nice smile.
Thank you.
Cheese.
Cheese.